Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. With this beautiful thought, we begin our class. Look at these pictures. These pictures are indicating something. What they are indicating, each instrument is having an error. Will this error can be analyzed? Yes, these errors can be analyzed. So, the topic which we are going to discuss in today's class is error analysis. In this error analysis, we are having four types. The first one is absolute error. The magnitude of difference between the true value and the measured value of a quantity is called absolute error. Next one is mean absolute error. The arithmetic mean of absolute errors in all the measurements is called mean absolute error. Next one is relative error or fractional error. The ratio of the mean absolute error to the mean value is called relative error. Last one is percentage error. The relative error expressed as a percentage is called percentage error. Now we discuss these four types of error using a simple example. So far we have discussed the types of error analysis. Now we are going to discuss those types with a simple example. Here the example given is diameter of a metal ball was found using a screw gauge. For that they have given 6 set of readings. By using the 6 set of readings we are going to find absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. First we are going to find absolute error. Absolute error is nothing but we have to first find the arithmetic mean for all the 6 values and then we have to find the absolute error. For finding the arithmetic value, the formula is AM is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus up to AN divided by N. Here the number of readings N is equal to 6. So we are adding all the 6 values and dividing it by 6 and we had found the arithmetic value AM as 3.60. Now we want to find absolute error for these values. So we are finding modulus of del A1 is equal to modulus of AM minus A1. Next, modulus of delta A2 is equal to modulus of AM minus A2. The AM find here is 3.60 and the A1 values are 3.60 and A2 is 3.58 and the remaining values respectively. By subtracting the values of A1, A2, A3 from AM, we found the absolute error values as 0, 0.02, 0.03, 0.02, 0.01, 0.01 for 6 values of the measured values respectively. These values are the absolute error for the measured value. Next, we are going to find mean absolute error. The formula for mean absolute error is delta AM is equal to modulus of delta A1 plus modulus of delta A2 up to modulus of delta AN divided by N. These values are the values of modulus of delta A1, modulus of delta A2 respectively. Now, by substituting these values in this formula, we had found the mean absolute values as 0.065. Next, we are going to find a relative error. This relative error is also known as fractional error. The formula for relative error is equal to mean absolute error divided by mean value. The mean absolute error obtained here is 0.065. So, 0.065 divided by mean value, that is the arithmetic mean AM value. What is the arithmetic mean value we found there? That is 3.60. By dividing these two values, we get the relative error as 0.018. Next, we are going to find the percentage error. Percentage error's formula is mean absolute value divided by arithmetic mean into 100. The mean absolute value is 0.065 divided by arithmetic mean is 3.60 into 100. By simplifying this, we got the percentage error as 1.81 percentage. This is a simple example. By this simple example, we had found 4 types of errors: absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error, and percentage error. Next one is propagation error. A number of measured quantities may be involved in the final calculation of an experiment. The error in the final list depends on errors in the individual measurements, on the nature of mathematical operations performed to get the final result. In this propagation of errors, we are having 5 types. The first one is error in sum of 2 quantities. Here the measured value of A is A plus delta A, B is B plus delta B, and consider the sum as Z equal to A plus B. Now we are going to discuss about the derivation part in the errors in the sum of 2 quantities. Here the sum itself denotes that it represents the action of addition. The error in delta Z in Z is given by Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to A plus delta A plus B plus or minus delta B. Here the deltas denote the error in the equations. Now we are taking this A plus B and plus or minus of delta A and delta B. We are separating A and B as a single term, delta terms as another term. Here this A plus B, we have already mentioned that A plus B is equal to Z. So Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to, instead of A plus B, we are substituting Z and plus or minus delta A plus delta B. By cancelling this Z and this Z, we obtain the final equation as delta Z is equal to delta A plus delta B. From final equation, sum of 2 quantities is equal to sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantities. Next one is error in the difference of 2 quantities. So Z is equal to A minus B. Now derivation for error in the difference of 2 quantities. The name difference itself give it is a subtraction. The error del Z in Z is then given by Z plus or minus del Z is equal to A plus or minus del A minus B plus or minus del B. Now we are equating A and dels on one side. A minus B plus or minus del A minus R plus del B. Why here we are giving minus R plus? Because due to this minus. Next, Z plus or minus del Z is equal to this. Instead of A minus B, we can give Z that we have seen previously. So Z plus or minus del A minus R plus del B. From this, the result is difference of 2 quantities is equal to the sum of absolute errors in the individual quantities. Next one is error in the product of 2 quantities. Since it is product, Z is equal to AB. For error in the product of 2 quantities. Here the error itself denotes it is the sum of multiplication. The error del Z in Z is given by Z plus or minus del Z is equal to A plus or minus del A into B plus or minus del B. Now we are multiplying this A with B and del B and multiplying del A with B and del B. So we are obtaining this term as AB plus or minus A del B plus or minus B del A plus del A dot del B. Now dividing left hand side by Z and right hand side by AB, we get the following equation. Z divided by Z, we will get 1, and del Z divided by Z equal to, already we are having AB, so the right hand side also divided by AB. So AB divided by AB, it will becomes 1, and the remaining term are all divided by AB. And the final equation is 1 plus or minus del Z by Z is equal to 1 plus or minus del B by B plus del A by A plus del A by A dot del B by B. In this equation, we are neglecting this del A by A dot del B by B. because they are small quantities. So the final equation is del z by z is equal to plus or minus del a by a plus del b by b. From this, the fractional error in the product of two quantities is equal to sum of the fractional errors in the individual quantities. The next one is error in the division or quotient of two quantities. So the z is considered as a by b. Derivation for error in division or quotient of two quantities. Here division we are going to do in this derivation. The error del z in z is given by z plus or minus del z equal to, since it is the divided form, so it is given as a plus or minus del a by b plus or minus del b. This is expanded as here. In this equation, we are taking a as common. So, a of 1 plus del a by a. And here we are taking b as common. So, b of 1 plus del b by b. Next, we are taking this equation separately, a by b, and 1 plus or minus del a by a. Here we are having b 1 plus or minus del b by b in the denominator. So this denominator is going to the numerator. So we are substituting here as minus 1. And finally, the equation is a by b 1 plus or minus del a by a into 1 plus or minus del b by b the whole power minus 1. Since we are having minus 1, it is in the form of 1 plus x into the whole power n. So, z plus or minus del z is equal to, this a by b is replaced by z, which we have mentioned previously, 1 plus or minus del a by a. Since here we are having power of minus 1, this plus or minus has become minus or plus. So 1 minus or plus del b by b, using this format 1 plus x the whole power n. Dividing both sides by z, we get 1 plus or minus del z equal to 1 plus or minus del a by a, 1 plus minus or plus del b by b. Now we are multiplying this term with these two terms and this term with these two terms. So finally we obtained 1 plus or minus del a by a minus or plus del b by b plus del a by a dot del b by b. In this equation, del a by a dot del b by b is neglected because they are small quantities. So the final equation is del z by z is equal to del a by a plus del b by b. From this, the quotient of two quantities is equal to the sum of their individual fractional errors. The next one is error in the power of a quantity. So, z is considered as a power n. Derivation for error in the power of a quantity. Power is anything above a number is called power. The error del z in z is given by z plus or minus del z equal to a plus or minus del a the whole power n. This whole power n denotes the power of a quantity. In this equation, we are taking a as common. So, a into 1 plus or minus del a by a. This power is also given to this a. Now, z plus or minus del z is equal to, instead of this a power n, we are substituting z as we mentioned before. 1 plus or minus n del a by n. This is substituted according to this formula. Next, dividing the both sides by z, we will get 1 plus or minus del z by z equal to 1 plus or minus n del a by a. And the final equation for error in the power of a quantity is del z by z equal to n dot del a by a. From this, the fractional error in the nth power of a quantity is n times the fractional error in that quantity. Okay students, let's recall what and all the topic we have discussed in this section. First, we discussed about error analysis. There are 4 types in error analysis: absolute error, relative error, mean absolute error and percentage error. We discussed these 4 types of error with the example. Next, we discussed about propagation of errors. In this type, we discussed propagation of error for sum, difference, product, division and power of a quantity. Okay students, before winding our class, let's have a small quiz from the topic which we had learned. Shall we start our quiz? The first question is, what is the formula for relative error? Yes, your answer is correct. Relative error equal to mean absolute error by mean value. The next question is, what is the formula for percentage error? Yes, your answer is correct. The answer is percentage error is equal to del AM by AM into 100%. Okay students, with this quiz, we will wind up our class. I will meet you in another class with another new topic. Thank you students.